Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG located on the southwest spawn of Westfield under the command of Yarbas of OLIMP. Well, we've got two replays in this video, and we've got another video coming up directly after this one. Yeah, Yarbas has been very busy and he's got some good replays for us to watch. The 212A, based on the hull of a KV-220, which was a tank that was designed and built as a test to see if they could perfect the KV-3. Of course, as you know, the other vehicle was the T-150. They didn't make an Arty out of that one, but they did try to, or they were thinking about an Arty for the KV-222. Well, this is Wargaming's imagination as to what it might have been. It's a 203mm howitzer. He's dialing in the B4. Somebody just missed with the first shot. Oh, that was a direct hit. 447. It looks like it hit the bustle, just at the base of the bustle on that Emil 2. So a nice first shot. Now, this 203mm howitzer is capable of 900 alpha, 52mm a pen, 10.4 meters on the burst radius, and it's pretty fast to load as well. The standard book load is 37.39 seconds. He's got 32.19. Fires, and he was at the peak, so unfortunately that shell didn't do anything, but I'm sure he will get some damage. That was the shell that came from the other two M40, M43 on our team. He got the side of the turret on the F56TP. Okay, those guys are moving together, which means it makes it easier if you hit two tanks with one shot. You just need to line it up so that when they move together, that's when you hit them. Rounds out. Looks good. Direct hit right into the side of the 56TP. They've both been stunned. So it looks like our teammate in the other RT probably got some stun assist off that one. Now, we've landed in a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it. So we're top tier in this one, which means we have to put in extra effort. But there's plenty of targets to aim for. So there's a Progetto 54 down in the village area. Okay, we're lined up on the Emil 2. Wait for it. Hold on. Now. And rounds out. Well, he got 251 of splash off that one, tracked him. And now we can see the T95 trying to come around the corner after killing our E75. Okay, we're going to put a pressure on this guy. It's a little easier to hit him because he's actually coming towards us rather than cutting across our field of fire. Almost loaded. Plenty of ammunition in the 212A. Makes it much easier to maximize your fire output. Lines up, rounds out, looks good. Direct hit right on the back of him for 405. And we've got the stun assist. You notice he's wagging his gun, almost like trying to say no to our teammates. But that's not going to help him, because we're still going to punish him. He's loaded and ready to go, because you can see his gun's dropped. He's aiming. It's about ready to fire, but we are almost loaded. He knows what's coming. Unfortunately, we just lost sight of him temporarily. We've marked the spot to say that's where we're looking. Okay, the enemy's trying to destroy our Tornvan, and the M3Y keeps coming up over the hill to try and get shots. We're dialed in. Line it up. Just ahead of the guy's path. That landed just to the left of him. Okay, the T95's backed off, but he's popped back into view. And again, his gun's raised. He's trying to wag at our guys. Fires around. He's been tracked. Now, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get... Oh no, he's fixed his track already straight away to get back into it. He knows the Arty shell is on the way. Gonna wait. Just want to see him. Looks like the enemy Arty are focusing on our T95 at the moment. We're one tank down from the enemy, but the moment that T-95 comes into view, we should be able to get a shot. You can see there Lorraine 40 tons moving his way around the ground, and I think he's going to come in from a different angle. We just lost the Tornvan, but we still got the ELC spotting for us. There's the M3Y. Okay, we're looking for that T-95. He's going to appear very shortly. The ELC will be spotting because he's got a much better view range than the T-95. And we found the T-95. There he is. Rounds out. Oh, it went long and landed well behind the T-95. So RNG said no on that occasion. But our teammate managed to get some 130 hit points. So we've got some off the stun assist. So we're down by 3 at the moment. Things are not going so great. We haven't advanced very far around the other side of the map. But as far as the bridge. And that T-95 is pushing down this direction now. We can get him with one shot. Line him up. Dialed in. Oh, we fired at the moment he pulled back, but he's still got him. So the T-95 is no more. So the next target could be the M3Y. Looks like the Lorraine 40 tons moved away. The Striv's moving into position now. Okay, we should be able to get a shot on the Striv. He's setting up in the town, using the houses as cover. Just about to fire. We should be able to get a direct hit with this one. Rounds out. Direct hit! Yep! Knocked the walls down as well as direct hit on that Striv. So yes, he's probably badly damaged. Okay, we're changing position. Just need to get into cover on these trees here. Back up a bit. That's it. Okay, we're ready. The Striv is now changing position. That's not the same Striv, it's a different one. But he's actually coming down quickly. Line him up. And just slightly to one side, but he got 104. And I think he tracked him because he spun just after he was hit. And I think he is aiming at the ELC, but the M40 should be able to get a shot on that guy. That seemed to stop him, but I'm not sure if he tracked him or not. But we're almost ready to shoot. And so I think our next shot should be some... Oh, it might be a kill shot. Oh, and he goes down anyway to the ELC M90. We've still got a bunch of enemy tanks just about to come down from the hill. First one, M3Y. Okay, let it settle first. Don't track the target. That's it. That's better. Direct hit right on his turret for a 306. Yes, if you keep trying to follow a tank as it's reversing back, then it doesn't ever settle. You're constantly adjusting your aim. If you pick a spot just behind it, let it drift into the spot, and then you fire, and it's fully dialed in right from the moment he moves through the spot. Okay, he's settled. He's ready. That guy thinks he's in cover. He's not. Rounds out. Kill shot. Oh! 33 hit points. I don't know how that didn't kill, but it should have. Still one tank down. Looks like our G-Saw's doing a good job trying to stop the enemy from moving around, but unfortunately he's just got wiped out by the Lorraine 40 ton from across the valley. Okay, we could fire another round directly into there because he might still think that he's unspotted. You can see where the shell landed. Oh, it was only a short distance away. Rounds out. And that's the end of him. And that's now 2 kills to Yabaz. Yabaz is one of the number of new players who are joining OLIMP. Some really great Arty players in this clan. Real experts, people who can actually not only show you how to do it, but actually get you good wins by demonstrating what you need to do. Okay, well, the enemy's now moving down into the valley a little further along. So I think if we get shot that way... Okay, Lorraine 40 ton. There's the guy who killed our G-Saw. Rounds out. That looked to be very close to Lorraine. And that thing doesn't have much in the way of armor, so that probably did hurt him. You've got guys lining the valley on either side. The only concern is that the Striv 1030 might try to go around and get behind us. We lost the M40, M43 a little while back, but the scores are now even. Can't see any of the enemy. Ideally, the ELC Evan 90 needs to do the spotting job, and he's found them. He's found the Striv. Rounds out. That's a kill. 3 kills now for Yabaz. A lovely direct shot onto the target. Thin metal went right through. Now we got a Kari down in the village. Okay. We're platooned with the T103. Okay, Kari. This might hit the church. He's using the church for cover. Okay, the ELC's going in to try and do some direct damage to that Kari. Let's hope he doesn't get it. Oh, somebody got him. And it was the Hurry one got the kill shot. And now it's 2 up on the enemy. Now we're changing position because, of course, we don't want to get wiped out by the enemy Arty. But we do want to get closer to these enemies so we can get direct hits. So we're now chasing the enemy. They've only got the 56 TP, an M40, M43, and the FB3805. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to go up onto the edge of the valley and shoot across. Just trying to ensure that the enemy doesn't get behind us and start picking us off one by one. 56 TP is low on hit points. You can see altogether they've only got 1031, and remember, Arties tend to retain most of their hit points right till the end. And we can see the M40, M43 in the distance. And there he is. We're dialing in. Let it settle. He's just fired. Rounds out. I think he just fired. Yeah. Oh, kill shot. He got him. 4 kills now. 3 kills to the T103. The T103 is approaching from the village, trying to support the ELC. And we've got 2 other guys across the valley. And there's the 56 TP. He's just gone down, taken out by the Indian Panzer. There's only 1 enemy left, the FB3805. It looks like... Oh, he is! He's down in the at the back of the map, and he's gone. And that's the end of the first game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the second-class tanker for Yabaz of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 3 kills. In this battle, he actually managed to get 4. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 14. And he did get the Brothers in Arms because he was in platoon with the T103. They both managed to get at least 3 kills and win the game. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the T95 on the enemy team, who was actually quite a good guy in terms of his play. He got a high caliber and 4,907 hit points of damage, but he didn't win. He was on the losing team. And the second highest damage went to our Hori 1 with 3,558. And in third place, we've got Yabaz with 3,140 hit points. And of course, he picked up the Brothers in Arms. When it came to kills, he actually did get the highest number. 4 kills to Yabaz, 3 kills to the Hori 1. 3 kills to the Lorraine 40 ton on the enemy team, and he actually got a Leather Slayer's medal because he was tier 8 and he was killing tier 9 opponents. And when it came to third place, forgot to mention as well, we should say that the T103 also got 3 kills. So, of course he did, because otherwise they couldn't get the Brothers in Arms. So he was 3 players shared joint second place. And the ELC 790 with 2 kills, he got a patrol duty, and the G-Saw got 2. So did the T95 in the enemy team, he got the high caliber, and the FB3805 got 2 kills as well. When it came to base XP, it was the ELC 790. He was spotting a lot, and that's where he picked up his spotting assist. 1,249 base experience points. That's the only player over 1,000 base in the game. And of course, he got that patrol duty. 934 went to the T103, our platoon mate, and 889 went to Yarbaz in the 212A. The Leopard prototype, by the way, he got a Confederate in that one. Very unusual to see a medium tank getting a Confederate, because they don't normally get that. Arty normally gets the Confederates, but just occasionally you get one Leopard or one medium tank who seems to work extra hard to get his Confederate medal. Okay, we can see Yarbaz fired 16 rounds. That's quite a lot, actually, for a game like this. 7 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 15 splash. Now, I suspect the penetrating shot was that Striv 103, but I can't be absolutely certain. Let's have a look. No, it's not. It was actually the enemy Arty, the one that was side on, just fired his round. The shell smacked right into him, went right through, so I was wrong there. He also got 15 splashes, damage of 3,140, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 458 hit points as stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he actually earned a profit of 9,219 credits, and he got 1,333 experience points. So a decent battle where it looked like it was going the wrong way for a while, because the enemy seemed to be doing rather well. They killed all our tanks up on the hill, but it turned around because then Yarbaz and his teammates started applying the pressure in the opposite direction, and the enemy folded. So let's have a look at the second replay. The second replay is on the north spawn of Cliff. Well, this one is a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. So this time round, he's bottom tier. And that means Yarbaz is probably going to have the opportunity to damage some tier 10 tanks with the possibility of picking up even higher mastery. First position, he's gone behind the rock and he's using the trees for cover, or bushes for cover. Now, I always love going for the road that leads up to the top of the lighthouse, because of course there's nearly always somebody who's actually stupid enough to go up that route, and if they do, they get splattered by a round that hits them and then makes them easy prey for other people. So far, the only tank we've seen from the enemy is a Shure MV7X, and he was actually going in a different direction. I think he's going around the cliff and not going up onto it. You can see an object 777 coming into view, and well, there's a bit of splash there on the Viz 55, but not much else. There's the tank that would supposedly go up the hill, but he's decided not to go up either. Same reload time, 30.94 seconds with the 203mm B4 howitzer. Okay, lining up a shot on the Conqueror, I think. Rounds out. Yes, the direct hit. Now, it looks like our 116 has decided not to go up all the way, mainly because he can do some spotting from there and pick up a bit of assist. And of course, it would be too dangerous for him to drive up on top of the hill, because I think there's more than likely some tank destroyers up in the spotter's nest by now, and they would make easy meat of him. Okay, so can we get shots on that 777? No, because he's going around. And looks like the Conqueror is just staying there to try and stop our guys from using that position. We do have the lower end of the donut though, and that means that we can shoot up at those tanks as they're bunching up there. And I can think they can see that as well, which is why they've turned towards that spot. Temporarily lost sight of them, but our guys are moving into a position where they might be able to get shots. We can see this guy, the 705A, just got tracked. And that's a direct hit right on his turret. Right on the mantlet as well, would you believe it? Well, he only got 142 hit points, but he's been tracked again, and he fixed the track the second time to get out of the way, because, of course, he didn't know that we'd already fired, or at least I don't think he's acting as if he was fired. I think it's more than likely that he was worried that he might get rushed by our guys. Okay, well, he's about to get hit again, rounds out, and another hit on the turret. Slightly different place. Yes, I think he actually did fix his track to get quickly into cover, just in case our guys decided to rush round. But their trebles, 277 or double sevens, actually made a bit of a mistake. He's gone out ahead, and it's drawn the other ones with him. And one of the tanks we've got around that position is the FP4005. The other one's the Jagdtiger. We're going to hit the Conqueror. Oh, it went right over the top of him. Okay, he's decided to change position. And I approve of this because obviously it helps him to get shots on the enemy tanks coming around the hill. The FP4005 went to the wrong spot. Our guys have pushed through the West Pass, so it might be a good idea for him to push forward and get somewhere on the D row or the C row so that he can actually support the guys at the other end as well as hit the guys coming around the hill. Maybe not the D row, maybe the C row would be better. Okay, he's picked his spot. He can hit the Conqueror from there. He just got tracked, so he's going to be fixed in position once he gets hit. I'd go for the tanks up near the cliff edge. Rounds out. Direct hit. 450. That was a good one. That guy's now one shot, the Conqueror. But I think there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks just on the cliff edge. And we did lose our FP4005 to the 277. That Viz 55 just got tracked and he's pulled back. Rounds out. Direct hit again. 312 this time. Now our guys on the donut are succeeding against these guys. They're having to pull back. The Viz 55's gone. We can see that we've actually held the guys round the cliff. The ones that went round the cliff edge, they've been held there. And that AMX M454 is almost out of juice. So one near miss might actually kill him. Rounds out. Yep, got him. So that's the first kill for Yabaz. Now that 277's now one shot as well. He's gone. Oh, this is looking very bad for the enemy now because we've got two tanks right up on top of the hill shooting down on the enemy tanks as they're pulling back. And, oh, well, there's another enemy gone down, the T110E4. We can see where the enemy Arty is because, of course, the tracer was coming out from those bushes and they're right behind them. A little further back, he's got them lined up. Two Arty. Well, no, one Arty, a GW Tiger, and he just hit him, and he wiped him out with one round. So that's 2 kills now for Yabaz. Now that Object 777 version 2 is still sitting there. He just killed one of our guys, the 50 TP, but now he's kind of stuck there, and that means that Yabaz can really go to work on him. And that, once he's actually had enough rounds land on top of him, then our teammates should be able to pick him off. Rounds out. He knew that was coming, and he died the next shot, which means Yabaz picked up a huge amount of stun assist. And look at these enemy tanks over here. The FP4005's decided to get down from that sniper's nest. He knows he's being fired on by the Lion and also by the Jagdtiger poking through the gaps. The only tank that's a danger to us at the moment is the M6Y, who is almost all the way around the cliff, but the only problem for him is that he's facing a Yak Tiger, and we can always switch aim when we need to. Now, I have the feeling the FP4005 may have gone down the cliff edge down to the lower level, and the only tanks around the up in the sniper's nest, the Leopard 1 and the Striv 103B. There's the M6Y gone. The 116F3 managed to get him. Now, can we get a shot into the Striv and the Leopard? Rounds out. Yabaz pumping those shells out at the enemy as fast as he can. The more shells you pump out, the more chance you've got of getting the enemy. Well, the Leopard 1 has now decided it's just too hairy in that area, and mainly down to Yabaz, because he realised that if he stayed there, he was going to get smacked. And he's just got tracked. That shell fell short of the Leopard, but it still managed to splash him. Now, we can see the Heshbarn. He's come around the corner for a quick look-see. He didn't see what he wanted to see. He now can see the lion, but there's nobody else. Yak Tiger's holding back. The Striv's up on the sniper's nest still. And now would be a good time to aim in that general direction. I think Yabaz wants the Heshbarn. He does. Go for it. Rounds out. Oh! Unfortunately, the shell went behind, so RNG said no. But there's still only 2 enemy left. We outnumber the 2-1. The Batchat's getting close to their cap. And the lion's now come down off the side of the cliff. And he's cutting across straight towards the Leopard, who's the last one alive. The Heshbarn did go. Rounds out. Landed short this time. RNG's not being very kind to Yabaz. He was... Oh, there he is. He's actually hiding in the corner. That's why we weren't getting him. And now he's being finished off. Yeah, the Batchat is just shredding him. And there's the kill shot. Goes to the lion. And it's another victory. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a first-class tanker for Yabaz of OLIMP in the 212A. He got a bruise in the middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8, and his win rate in the game was 3,815, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. That went to the 116F3, who managed to get 6,313 hit points of damage. Very good game for him. He got the high caliber. Second highest was the Leopard on, or not the Leopard, sorry, it was the Batchat 25 ton. He fed on that Leopard right at the end of the game. He picked up a Confederate and 3,868 hit points, and then came the Leopard 1 on the enemy team with 3,553 hit points of damage. Yabaz got 3,120. There were 3 players on the enemy team ahead of him, 3 on his own, which put him in 7th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, it was actually shared between the 116F3 and the Lion. 4 kills between them. 3 kills went to the Object 277 on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to the Batchat 25 ton, to Yabaz in the 212A, to the T10, and also to the Striv 103B, the Object 777 version 2, and the Heshbarn on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's actually the 116F3 again. The guy who got the highest damage got the highest base XP with 1,236. 1,052 went to Yabaz and 1,038 went to the Lion. So the 3 top players when it came to base XP, the only ones to get over 1,000 include Yabaz in 2nd place. 15 shots fired, a decent amount of ammo expended to get a good result. 8 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot in the game. Now, can we guess which one he actually penetrated? Well, it has to be the GW, doesn't it? Went straight through him, 500 hit points, one shot, and he actually spotted the tracer leaving the spot where he was located. He didn't have to guess; he could work it out exactly where the guy was. Plonked the shell in on a blind shot. Well, basically blind, and still killed the Arty with just one round. So good counter battery. He also got 14 splashes, 3,120 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did 1,076 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 17,985 credits for the game and 1,578 experience points. But you can see good Arty players, they always tend to be near the top of the table when it comes to damage, to kills, and to base XP because they are practice players. They keep at it, they work at it, they hone their skills, and then they get good results virtually every game, and they have a lot of fun actually doing it because, of course, you're helping your team win every time. And when you get great results like that, people tend to take notes and they thank you. And at least I make a point of actually doing that, to say if somebody actually helped us in a game to win, I make a point of saying to them, thank you, that was a good game, you played well. And sometimes people actually do respond and say thank you to the Arty too. It does happen occasionally. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed both of those replays. 2 interesting battles. We can see the first one on Westfield, where he got a second class and the Brothers in Arms and 4 kills, and then the subsequent one with the first class on the cliff map and, of course, high scores. If you enjoyed these replays, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And remember, we've got another video coming up featuring Yaobans very shortly, so do stick around and you'll be able to see him doing it again to the enemy. Thanks for watching.